All right, man. I think here, I'm just gonna put this on our screen right now. But we ain't gonna start for. I think they just tried to copyright the fucking picture of Shenron.
Are you serious?
Facebook a trip. Yeah, man. We're gonna have to switch to Twitch pretty soon. Facebook, you're killing me, man. I'm over here trying to give you guys.
Yeah, we're trying to give you some love, some content. We're trying to get some shit rocking.
But whatever. Hey, it's 9:00, so.
Right, we in this thing. We're jumping. We got the party rolling.
So, what's up, folks? Welcome to our first podcast ever.
Right. What's up, y'all?
As you guys may know, my name is PJ, and you guys probably don't know Elijah.
What's happening?
That's Elijah. We are ninjas with anime. So we essentially just put this thing together almost out of pure boredom.
Right.
Yeah, it was. Actually, like me and you talk about anime almost every day, like every second, man. It was like might as well bring everyone else into this. And kind of just build this community. Not quite sure exactly what we're gonna do with this, but we know we got merch coming up. We're gonna try to make some original content
for sure.
Some skits, dude. Yeah, so we got some big things going. So
major moves on the way.
I don't know what's gonna be yet, but we'll figure it out. But of course, the name NWA. Obviously, I would be a bold-faced liar if I told you I came up with that myself.
Right, gotta pay homage.
Yeah, so shout out Eric Wright, for the good idea on the name. But essentially, this originally started as a way to trying to get like the urban community more open to anime. Because even now, like I got my anime tattoos, and I keep my keychains on like an Akatsuki keychain. So every once in a while, man, I'll get stopped by the minorities. And I was like, man, and then we just chop it up about anime for a little bit, and it's kind of strange because I feel like growing up, it was kind of one of those things where you don't talk about so much.
Yeah,
especially like being an athlete and being trying to be a cool kid growing up. Anime wasn't something you had to talk about a lot, or you wanted to talk about a lot. It wasn't necessarily cool back then. But even
back then, man, it was like it was almost like the equivalent of being a nerd, man. If you cared about your social status back then.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that was remotely like acceptable was Pokemon.
Pokemon,
like it's like the only
Dragon Ball Z. Those were the only two.
Yeah, but even Dragon Ball, like I had to tell people about it, and then I had to like force them, like no, like it's an anime, and they're like, oh, like a cartoon, like yeah, but it's like Japanese. They're like, oh, I don't speak Japanese. Like, man,
right, man.
Yeah,
I remember getting so much backlash for telling kids in middle school that I watched anime with subtitles.
Yeah,
and people used to look at me like I was crazy. Like
yeah,
you watch cartoons and Japanese.
So besides Pokemon, man, what was the first anime you remember watching?
Believe it or not, man, Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon. I remember as a young child.
Okay, no shame.
Yeah, Sailor Moon. But the thing that the anime, excuse me, the anime that got me stuck onto the content itself was Inuyasha.
Oh,
Inuyasha
okay.
For me, I was 6 or 7 when I first discovered it on Toonami.
Damn, okay. Yeah, see, that's one of those animes where like if you showed me characters, I would know exactly where it's from, but I can't I don't even remember.
Tell you the name, right?
Dude, I don't even know if I've even seen it.
I remember as a kid, man, my brother used to, and you watch it, and like he bringing W's in the name, man. Where'd they come from?
Yeah. Crazy enough, like it went in a weird order. Like the first anime I ever watched, I'm gonna call it an anime. Is Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like the first thing I ever watched, and I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. Like cards are coming to life. Like it's kind of cool. It was different, because I grew up watching, like Simpsons.
Right.
Like even like watching like Sonic. Yeah, even like I was like grew up on like Sonic and Kirby on like Saturday morning cartoons. But yeah, dude, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the first time like watching something not American made, and then of course from there I went to Dragon Ball, and that like.
Let me cut you off really quickly. Technically, since Power Rangers is Japanese and they come from Sentai Warriors, are we counting them as kind of like an anime thing too? Since it's
not animated.
It's not animated, right?
Yeah, and it wasn't until we were like out of high school when we found out that Power Rangers was essentially just a Japanese show that they just replayed and then told us it was Power Rangers. Like, dude, that has to be the biggest like aha ever. Like,
right?
Yo, you guys thought you watched the original show? Like, nah, man, these fight scenes were from Japan.
Capitalism at its finest, man.
Yeah, like no, like Tommy ain't doing these backflips, man. That's homie over there in Tokyo. But yeah, so we just got a few topics we're gonna talk about a little bit today. We'll probably end up going off topic a little bit, but I'll try to steer us back in the right course. But essentially, the first thing we kind of talk about today is our favorite main characters. And when I mean main characters, I mean it's the character that's on the box. Like it's what you see, right? So I'm gonna take one away from you. Like you can't use like Sasuke because he ain't a main character.
All right.
You can use Naruto, but I don't think anyone's gonna pick Naruto as a favorite character, even though it is like one of my favorite animes.
Let him die, man. I love
Man.
Naruto. Let him die. Let it die, man. Let's move on to Boruto.
But no,
They need help. They need help over there.
we'll get into Boruto later. I feel, but you wanna go first on
Yeah,
main character?
I'll start off, man. For my favorite character for a anime show, I actually rocked with Luffy from One Piece.
Okay.
For those that don't know, Luffy, his full name is Monkey D. Luffy. He's a pirate captain of the Straw Hat Pirates.
Yeah, and also I just want to put out there real quick. I'm also going to be changing the screen a little bit, guys. So if you don't know who we're talking about, hopefully I'll move fast enough. But essentially, I'm just going to do this. Boom, and the picture will be bigger, man. Leave me alone.
Oh man!
But it was an example.
Right. So
Keep going.
the reasonings why I chose this character was just starting as a young kid. I remember seeing this in like Kids WB 12 or 13, whatever it was. It was like a Saturday morning cartoon, and this is back when like Dragon Ball Z Kai was out and Sonic X was kind of rolling around still. And I just thought it was just really different at the time. I never had thought to watch a show about pirates. And watching it, I thought it was pretty corny at first. Coming back to it later as an adult or like an older teen, I realized there was a lot of, I think, morally ethical, more principles in this character that I agreed with a lot of shows I had watched previously. Like, I just thought the character himself was really interesting, how loyal he was to his crewmates and how he chose a bunch of misfits and people you normally would not think to roll around with in a group or a gang. I thought it was pretty interesting watching, because as you get older, you tend to filter your friends and who you associate with.
Yeah, too, and and Luffy is kind of like an interesting character too, especially if you look at like the big three out of like Naruto, Luffy, and Goku. Like out of those three, like Luffy's definitely the most different one in that
Right.
batch.
And for those who don't know what the big three is, we're referencing is the big three shonens, which are animes, which would be Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super, One Piece, which Luffy resides from, and Naruto, which Naruto's from.
Yeah, that's the big three. Those are the ones that pretty much started and got Shonen Jump like pretty big off the manga. Which I should probably watch One Piece, man.
Jeez.
I mean, man, it's just so hard to get through. Knowing that in the back of my mind, I got to get through like 900 episodes, and then even then, like get to the end of 900 and then wait every week for more. Like,
Yeah, it's a grind.
like if I watch 900 episodes, like it has to end. And I'll look up filler lists. Like I'm not gonna watch all these fillers. Like, I did that for Naruto, and
Bless your soul, man.
dude.
Bless your soul.
Dude, like no one, like no one told me there was like websites that like told you what not to watch that were fillers. Man, dude, I watched some dumb fillers, man. Like we had to watch. I watched Naruto. What was the he's one of the tailed beasts, the dude with the flute.
I know what you're talking about. I couldn't give you this name though. I know exactly what
Blew
you're
bubbles out of his flute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I decided to look up and see if fillers exist in Naruto. Surprise.
Long behold.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to my little sister Ted, man. She put me on with the filler list, bro, because there was hella stuff in Naruto itself that I personally passed up.
See, you know what's messed up is that I also have a little sister that watches anime, and she did not tell me
Oh man, you gotta get on baby sis, man.
Yeah,
You
dude,
gotta
that's
you
cold,
gotta get
man.
on her. Man, the family, you gotta stay looking out for each other, man. Keep it tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to get my sister on the podcast tonight, man. She personally, she's an artist too. She definitely draws.
Yeah. I know we reached out to her to probably do some art for us. Uh, yeah. So that'd be cool, man. Yeah. So Luffy, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Oh, his another thing too on that. I don't know if you know this about the character in particular. There's a big, or you don't know because you don't watch One Piece, what you said earlier, but there's a big mystery around characters within the show with this middle name of D. It's like almost like anyone born with a middle name D is kind of born to leave a great legacy, is born to do great things as well, which I thought was pretty interesting. Just because, just as humans, you name a child, you want to leave your legacy on with that child. That you want them to become something great.
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of interesting how they showed this reference that.
Yeah. Do you ever? I'm gonna go like off topic a little bit.
Go for it.
Do you ever listen to this podcast called Rant Cafe Anime? I told you about them a couple times.
Yeah, you did tell me. I haven't checked it out quite yet.
Yeah. They always talk about One Piece. So it's like hard for me to get through the podcast because they can be talking about anything. They can be like, "Oh, did you watch?"
I was gonna actually say, man, like personally, because I kind of get tired of talking about Luffy a lot. I was gonna ask you, man, what was your favorite main character?
Dude, so my favorite main character. So it's weird. So like, I've always been the one to not like main characters.
Same.
I was like, I mean, I'm gonna like somebody else, right? These side characters usually seem to be better. But I would have to say, dude, hands down, easily, my favorite is gonna be Ken Kaneki.
Tokyo Ghoul, huh?
Yes, Tokyo Ghoul. Here, I'll throw up a little quick picture for you. So yeah, dude, Ken Kaneki, man. This one right here, dude, white haired Kaneki.
You don't want soft Kaneki, man. You don't want black hair Kaneki.
Dude, black hair Kaneki is cool. Like, and with him too, and with all animes, like I'm a weird sucker for like main characters who like struggle.
Yeah.
I think just because I grew up on Dragon Ball Z and just watching Goku get stronger for no reason. Like, oh damn, you just beat me. All right, well I'm just gonna get stronger.
Yeah.
Like it's cool, but then every anime starts doing like, oh, everyone likes Goku. All right, we're gonna do this for every main character, which is why there's actually a character I don't like. We'll talk about later that falls in that category.
Right.
But yeah, dude, no,
I got a couple.
like Kaneki, man. Like if you just listen to his story, man, like that's a guy where like he can't catch a break, man.
Right. Miserable.
Dude, even the way he became a ghoul, like this dude thought he was gonna go on a date with Rize. He was like, "Ooh, that girl with those red glasses. Ooh, what's up, girl?" She was like, "Oh yeah, let's go hang out." And he was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get me some Rize."
Right. He said, man, check out little shorty in the corner over there in this cafe reading that book.
Nope. Rize
turned out bad for him, man.
Rize was gonna tear that up. And it's cold too because dude, like, he was technically dead, man. Like, that dude died and then got saved only just to be turned into a ghoul and then found out he can't eat real food. Like, I don't know, man. I don't think that's a big deal for a lot of people. But you know, I don't know what I would do if I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make me some breakfast. I'm like, oh, dude, this bacon tastes like ash. Like, dude, I'd be so sad.
Extremely disappointed, man.
But what I wouldn't be disappointed about is that they can still drink coffee. So I'll be
now for a person like myself who doesn't drink coffee, that's something I wouldn't necessarily care for, man. I would be hating life itself.
I would eat coffee, everything. You name it, it got coffee on it. My breath gonna stink.
Running on Starbucks.
running on Untaku cold brew.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, no. So the one thing though that I do have to complain a little bit about, not even about Kaneki, but about Tokyo Ghoul, is when they went into like the second season of so third season of Tokyo Ghoul, when he turned to Haashe, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, Haas.
Yeah, dude, that was annoying.
Sasaki Haas.
Yeah, and the worst part too was that 2 came out so long after
Yeah.
that like when I watched it, I was so confused about why Kaneki had white hair and was like a little girl.
Yeah, it's almost like it died and they just tried to bring back to kind of say, hey, like we're still here and we're still rolling.
Yeah, which is why I also think the reason why they brought back like Arima.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I thought he was dead too, but dude, Tokyo Ghoul, man, especially the way it ends when he gets that
Yeah,
new little form
yeah, that
with
centipede
the
or dragon
wings.
form, whatever.
Yeah, dude, dragon form, that thing was sick.
I don't know, man. This season kind of for me, I don't know. Like the season, like we talked about it a lot. This season, that last season for me, just I couldn't get into it like how I really wanted to. Like the first two seasons had me hooked, bro, from day
Yeah.
one.
Well, it wasn't until like Hase got like his memories back, and he was like he was technically Kaneki back, but he was still like, I don't know, not Kaneki when he turned into like Black Reaper.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a weird like few episodes, but I mean, we got dude, the cringiest moment is watching Kaneki smash Toka.
yeah. That to me, I thought was really really left field.
It
I was
was
like,
one,
what?
yeah, it was one of those like
How did we shift?
yeah,
How do we shift to this?
yeah, it was one of those where it's like you look around, you're like, dude, this is super awkward to watch, but like deep down inside, I'm like, yeah, man,
That's what you
that's my
deserved it.
boy
You deserve it,
putting in that work. Got a kid in the first attempt.
man. He was all soft with it, Kaneki, man.
But yeah, yeah, Kaneki's my favorite character. I kind of wish they would have.
That surprised me.
I kind of wish they would have left Hide dead, because I think if we ever do an episode when we talk about like saddest anime moments, which I know we will, and I know exactly which one you're talking about, and we'll bring up Jiraiya later. Don't worry about it.
Right. Because
But
I was just about to say, man,
yeah, dude,
shout out to the GOAT.
yeah, that was sad. But dude, like watching Hide, like that whole scene where like Hide pops up in Enteku and he's like, "Yo, I know you're a ghoul, man. It's cool." Then he just falls and he's like, "Oh yeah, like I'm dying."
Real friends.
Dude, that was heartbreaking, man. And he like carried Hide back to the inspectors, turned himself in. Damn, man. I don't know. But so
To me, I thought it was strange though how they brought Hide back, man. I personally thought it fit that he died at the end of was it season 2?
yeah, him dying was cool. Like him coming back with like half a mouth and him being like this old little investigator. That was kind of weird, man.
Right. I thought it was just a little off. I was just like this
Yeah.
this
It
like
would
like
have been cold if he died again. Can you imagine if they would have killed Hide twice? Dude, they killed Hide twice, man. You would have to put Kaneki on just like the highest level, man.
he'd had to surpass 9,000, man.
Yeah, like I can't think of anyone like more like tragic story besides like I haven't finished Devilman Crybaby, but apparently
Bro, I was trying to tell you a while ago, bro.
dude, I can't
The
watch that.
story
I
is
can't watch that
crazy.
animation, man.
It's just exactly. I was just about to say that animation itself is just hard to get past.
It's hard, man. It's rough. I mean, it's cool. It's beautiful or whatever. But it's just not for me, man.
You know what show I was like that? My sister recommended me. Have you ever heard of K?
So I tried to watch it, and then I think I tried to watch something else that was exactly like it, and I got confused and I gave up.
Oh man, yeah, no, it was this was K was crazy. It was something different, man. It was
Let
it
you know,
was a different experience for me.
let you know you're starting to teleport a little bit. Your audio's good, but let
Oh
everybody
man,
know. Yeah, Elijah living that broke life right now.
oh yeah, man. My internet's hurting, man.
Yeah,
My internet's hurting right now.
yeah, it's all good though. Well, if it gets too laggy when I do this the edit, I'll just like slap a picture on something.
If I'm just out, bro, just throw Vegeta over my
I
face.
just, yeah, I'm gonna get that ready.
Yeah, just throw the hair on my face, man. Let me go Super
I'm gonna get
Saiyan.
that ready. Damn, what were we just talking about?
I don't know, but shout out to that little black kid who was turning Super Saiyan years ago on Twitter. Shout out to that kid wherever he is, man.
Yeah, dude. You know what's crazy is that remember those videos and there was like all those kids like turning Super Saiyan, and like the other one was like Naruto and they were fighting Maws.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like that was in California. That was down in Glendale in LA.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dude. And I'm in that mall like a lot because my family, I got my brothers live out there. So I was like, man, I was hoping like one of these days when I'm in that mall, I'll run into those kids.
Like you're at McDonald's ordering a Big Mac, and then out of nowhere, Goku and and Kisame jump in the building.
Yeah.
How crazy would that be?
Hey, my homie just said Gohan dying to protect future Trunks with Saturn. What do you think about that?
Oh no, not at all. Oh, not at all, man. Jiraiya dying was the most heartbreaking thing ever, man. The directors play with your heart, man. He made you feel like Jiraiya was gonna come back. You know, he got his toad sages on the shoulder. He got grandma, grandpa.
Yeah,
You know, he's
that
about to turn up on Pain. Nah,
yeah.
no Pain.
I think what made it sadder too was the way they like put it all together with like Tsunade like kind of realizing like, damn it, Dry, he ain't coming back.
Right.
You know, and then all these flashbacks to where he's like when he was raising Nagato and all that. Dude, that's what made it sad, man. Like that was too much.
His own, damn near his own kid, man, took him out.
Yeah, dude, that was cold. That was cold. Anyway, man. All right, so we covered your favorites. What about your least favorites? Don't hold back.
Least favorites. Oh man. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this out there. Ichigo from Bleach.
Oh, come on.
Bro, I was never a fan. Never a fan of Bleach, man. I personally thought it was hella. I finished it, jumped from season to season, finished it. It took me years to finish. I thought it was trash, man. How he just the guy was half Quincy, half Shimigami or Soul Reaper
Yeah.
with his parents, and then he loses his powers, and then gets them back just to lose them again. Like it was just dumb to me. It was the show went on. It dragged on for way too long. If you say filler and you look it up on the internet, Bleach is gonna pop up.
Yeah, I think between Bleach and Naruto, I still think Naruto has more fillers because they did like a whole season of fillers.
Yeah,
But Bleach, yeah, man. The problem with Bleach's fillers was that it was like during a main arc.
yeah.
Like you would have a main arc, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, I wonder what like they're doing in school.
And then plus two, another thing. This is really shallow and really pet of me. I never the art of Bleach 2 itself. I never was fond of. To me, I thought it was always like it was lackluster,
Yeah, it's very '90s looking. I don't know.
which I'm a fan of.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's an old one. Like it's one of those animes where people try to argue that it should be part of the big three because it came out like around that time. Although I love Bleach, I've watched a bunch of arcs. Hence, I said bunch of arcs. I've never finished Bleach or up to where it's at. Is it still going? Did it end? I think it ended, right? And then it came
Yeah,
back.
it ended. But you see what? But you get my point why it's on here though on this list. You never finished it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
proves
Okay.
it. You never finished it, right? They just said that goes to show what Bleach is for, man. And for the people who like Bleach out there who are possibly listening and watching this, I apologize, but for me, it did not get the job done in any way, shape, or form.
I didn't expect you to say someone with so much stature.
I
would
told you.
say.
I told you I had some screwballs coming out, man.
Hey, man, I kind of wish I had something more controversial. But see, I have like two I really hate, but one I hate like a lot, and it was Ganta from Dead Man's Wonderland. He almost made that show unwatchable for me.
Wow, I thought Dead Man Wonderland was dope. I just hated the fact it was only 12 episodes. And they wanted to pick up a book.
Just filled with just unsatisfying endings. I don't know a better way to say it. It was like, we got this whole this whole like tournament set up where like all the people with their branches of sin like fight each other. Like, oh, that'd be dope. And then they show like two fights, and one of them is just Ganta like crying, like we don't have to fight. Like I don't know, man. Like there's tons of MCs, main characters who cry a lot, right?
Right,
But
Deku.
yeah. So, and that's actually who my second person is.
So, hey, so I have another one that's pretty controversial too, man, because I don't mean to cut you off. As a kid, I've always hated the fact that Goku was just that guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. See, the issue with me though was like growing up with Goku, there wasn't a lot of like action cartoons to where the protagonist like never gave up. Like you could punch Goku to the ground and be damn near dead. But like lay a hand on Gohan, I dare you. Lay a hand on Chi Chi, like, I dare you.
yeah, he turns up, man.
Yeah,
Because
one of
it's
those.
it's crazy though, because I there was a lot of as a kid watching. Goku was sick. You know what I mean? What he stood for was sick.
Yeah, and it was funny too because I think I watched Dragon Ball Z before I watched regular Dragon Ball.
Same.
Yeah, so I went back and watched regular Dragon Ball, and I was like, "Oh, this is funny." And I think I watched like the Japanese ones first. I think back then it was like too hard to get like the dubs. But like even back then, like the original Dragon Balls were super like funny, I guess.
Hey, I just thought about. Could you play the introduction song
No,
for
man, I'm
Dragon
not.
Ball?
No, Facebook is not letting me do anything.
I just need to hear it one time,
No,
man.
no, you need to call Mark Big Zuck
Call
and be like, "Yo,
Facebook
I'm
HQ,
just
man.
no, yeah." I put up my own picture that I
I'm
put
just gonna take a
together,
drive.
and they were like, "Nah, you can't put that. Sorry, copyright." Like I just expected if I did copyright stuff
Zuckerberg,
on
get it
YouTube.
together, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know. But no. So Ganta is hands down like even when I thought about like, oh, who else can I pick? It was just Ganta like right away. It was like, oh, what was that one terrible prison anime? It's like, yeah, it was that one. That was really bad. But Deku is a very close second.
See, now this is what I want to hear. Why'd you pick Deku? Because I'm curious. Because I don't know too many people who don't like Deku as the main character, so I'm curious to see another
it's
person's
fu-
opinions
like-
who's aligned with mine.
Like I understand Deku does the whole like talk no jutsu that Naruto's known for, right? Trying to defuse fights before fighting. But every argument he has comes back to, but look at me, I was born without a quirk. So like two things wrong with it. Like one, like no one cares, right? The second one is like, yo, you telling people you grew up without a quirk, but now you got one. Like I thought All Might told you not to tell anybody. So just tell people you've always been strong, or tell people like it was latent and it came out of
All
nowhere.
right, I'm a late bloomer.
Yeah, like oh, I'm a late bloomer. Like, and that's why like we'll talk about this eventually. Like one of my favorite side characters who just because of that last season is Bakugo. It's Kacchan.
That's my
dude.
guy, man. That's my guy. I'm all for these like anti-hero
at
kind of
first-
guys.
Yeah, at first I didn't care about what's his name so much. Just because he reminded me of like Sasuke, he was like,
Oh, Tsurudoki.
No, I'm talking about Kacchan. Bakugo.
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh, right,
Bakugo
right, right,
reminded
right.
me of like Sasuke, like always like hating Naruto, always hating Deku. But
Can we
dude,
can we cut that hating word out of there?
I'm sorry. So he Bakugo hated Deku. I can't cut it out, man. Bakugo hates Deku.
That's cold, man. That's cold, man. My guy doesn't hate, man. We just ride to the top, and
What do
you know what I mean.
doesn't
You got
hate? Did you watch that fight? It was
Oh, I did,
it
man.
was the Deku Kacchan second fight that got
when
that
you
got
got
me,
when you
man.
got people constantly buzzing in your ear, making noise for no reason, man, just irritating you. You gotta put them where they need to go, man. Put them in place.
It was the way he said it. He told Deku, he's like, "You got this quirk from All Might. You made the power.
And you still
made the power
still
your
couldn't beat
own,
me.
and you still can't beat me. Why
Hold on, let
did
me
you?"
just.
Then he was like, "Why did you get the power? You got it, and you can't beat me. It should have been me."
You know what I don't like about that scene?
What?
It shows the insecurity within the character.
Yeah,
Right.
man, but
Right, you have this kid who has an amazing talent, this amazing quirk. This guy literally sweats explosions.
yeah,
The guy can fly. You know what I mean? The combat is easy for him, and he constantly is seeking approval from someone else when he already has it.
yeah, man. That's called character development, man.
Which I get, but I just find it so interesting. Like,
Yeah, like if he was just like a jerk the whole time and never showed any humanity, because like the crazy thing is that as like much as of a jerk and like villain tendencies Bakugo has, like he still wants to be a hero. He still wants to be All Might. So it's like, that character has to be deeper, and it's deeper than Deku. Deku just wanted to be strong and found out he didn't have a quirk. Also,
Nah, Deku wanted to be All Might.
no. What?
I said he just wanted to be All Might.
Yeah, I mean, and we know Deku's going to be like All Might. It literally starts by saying, "This is how I became the strongest hero of all time." So,
Right.
so we'll know he'll get.
I'm
strong.
not looking forward to that too, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not looking forward to the time skip.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a time skip, man. My hero is a moneymaker. They're gonna give it the Naruto treatment.
I don't think they're gonna milk it the right way.
Okay. See, I don't read the manga on it, and apparently, I was listening to Rant Cafe. I'm gonna keep plugging them, man.
Right. Shout out Rain Cafe.
I was listening to Rant Cafe, and because they were talking about the manga, because I don't read it, and they were saying, man, there were some bad arcs. Like I forgot these people's name on Rant Cafe, but one dude was like, "Yo, you guys are ignoring that. Like there were some bad arcs, like really good ones, like top of the line, like #1 anime arcs, but there's also some bottom of the barrel, like bad, like not Dragon Ball playing baseball bad.
Oh
But
man, shout out Yamcha,
yeah,
greatest pitcher alive.
yeah, man. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see where My Hero goes.
Right. It was
I
coming
like
out October, right?
yeah. So that'd be in the fall. I am excited to see what he does with his shoot style that he has using his legs, dude. And that's another reason too. Like that part when he was like, "Oh, I keep breaking my arms. I can use my legs." I'm like, I'm trying not to laugh so hard thinking about that episode because
Right. I thought. Go ahead.
this dude was literally like, "Oh man, I got to find a way to stop breaking my arms." And then like I feel like that was something he thought about for a long time as he's walking. Like, dang, I wish I had another body part that moves.
To me, I felt like he put he put no thought into that.
No.
He literally woke up one day and was like, "All right, let me stop breaking my arms. What else can I use in my body?"
And
that's
also
active?"
like shame on All Might to give him that power and kind of train him.
Yo, no, I think to me, I thought that was pretty funny, man. All Might was like, "All right, you got this power, man. I'm just gonna throw you in the water.
Yeah,
now you
like
gotta
I
swim.
understand the whole like make this
Figure
quirk,
it out."
yeah, make this quirk your own. But it's also like, yo, this quirk can kill him. Like, what if he headbutts somebody and his brain explodes?
Yo, then show's over, man. That'd be one crazy fight scene. Can you imagine?
If he headbutts somebody?
Can you imagine he's getting like
Yeah.
smacked up the whole time, and he just blows up, smash.
Yeah, dude, that would be a terrible way to end the anime. And the anime is just over. That's just what happens when I can't remember the creator's name, when he just decides like I don't want to do this anymore, man. I'm just gonna have Deku headbutt somebody.
Hey, you know what? I'm curious to hear from you. Who are your honorable mentions for main characters?
For favorite.
Yeah, for favorite. Who's on your list that just didn't quite make it?
So I'm gonna give my obvious one first. Oh, I guess obvious because we talk about it a lot, but it's Asta. Like Asta's is super annoying. In the
I had him on my list as well.
With his yelling all the time, it's kind of annoying. But dude, it's weird that I say that because I feel like I'm gonna contradict myself because he pretty much got the Deku treatment. You know, no magic, but it's all. Dang man, I'm actually gonna 100% contradict myself because
you
I just realized that all of
backpedaling,
his,
huh?
no, but I
From
still
day one.
but I like Asta better than I like Deku. Like Deku cries about it. Like when people are just like
I give you that. I like Asta to me. Like I said, he made my honorable
Yeah.
mention list too.
like Deku cries about it and tries to get people to stop fighting. Like Asta would be like, "What are you talking about? I don't have any magic," and then smack you across the face with the
Right,
sword.
run it up. That's what I like about Asta, man. He doesn't have any power, right?
Yeah.
He's in a world full of magicians and wizards,
Yeah,
and
so-
the man has no power, but he has nothing but a sword that cancels out magic.
two swords.
Exactly, two swords.
And if you read the manga, I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys.
Right, I was gonna say I was gonna keep anime only on there. If you want, we can throw up mangas and
No. I'm up to date on that manga, man. But it's not that far behind on the anime. It's not that
For
far
those-
behind. I didn't
for
watch the last
those-
episode though.
oh, I was about to say, oh well, this came out a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
for those who,
I saw the thumbnail for it, and it looks like the original Magic Knight or Magic King's back.
disclaimer, let me just throw this out there. Disclaimer for those who aren't watching Black Clover right now. I'm about to spoil it for you.
So
All right,
anyone
R.I.P.
listening
King
to this,
Julius.
we gonna spoil all night.
R.I.P. King Julius, man. How they did my guy. Was it Leech? However you pronounce his name, man. He did him so
Leech.
cold, man. He's getting ready to take the whole city down. Mr. Novachrome.
Yeah,
Man, he stops time. Reverse.
yeah. Use up all his time to save the people, man. It's the goat, man.
Talk about selfless.
Yeah. So, who do you? We're gonna continue on Black Clover a little bit. Who do you think is up for the next Magic King?
What's Fugelian's sister's name, man? Personally, to me, I think she should be.
Yeah, but she didn't even want to like take charge while Fugalian was out. Like she don't want to be Magic King, man. She don't want to do all that. It's political too, man. You got to find somebody
got-
who's Who's
Which I
gonna,
get, but to me, if you think about it, essentially your job as Magic King, you're the strongest mage in the kingdom. If can't anyone in this kingdom take you on one, I mean, it goes to show, hey, you must be running shit. If can't nobody take you on one.
yeah, nobody can do. What's her name? Mariona. Mariona. Man, the internet's gonna kill me.
Right. We're just butchering names all night long.
You know what? I stopped putting up people, man. I said Asta. Huh? Y'all need to see who Asta is.
Right.
Should I show him in devil form? No, I'll show
Show
him.
'em-
No, I'll show him regular.
Show them regular
Just in case
first.
people want to watch it and they want to be surprised.
No, but you got to put the cool stuff out there
Right
too,
here,
man.
this
That's
is
what
Asta,
that's what
right?
grabs you. Nah, but this picture looks phony, man. Let's give my guy some devil
Come on,
love.
man, like, but the people got it, man. It's Asta. Here, he ain't got a sword here. He just a normal kid. Happy.
He's just a normal kid.
Here, this is a normal kid. See, that's Asta, man. But but besides her,
Hold on, wait. Before we go past that, man, I have to throw this out there. I don't know what at times they're doing between frames when drawing this show, but Lord have mercy, is it terrible at times?
yeah. So although Asta is one of my favorite MCs, Black Clover is not one of my favorite animes. Is one of my favorite mangas. Oh, hands down. But
Yeah,
yeah, animation style, it's bad at times. It's not. I keep going back
bad
to
is
Dragon Ball.
that's a compliment, man.
It's not Dragon Ball bad. You know which episodes I'm talking about? Like those early Dragon Ball Super episodes where like Beerus is pretty much a stick figure.
Ooh,
Like
ooh,
like that was bad. Like that's bad animation. That's just being lazy. Like
yeah. Early Super was cringy. It was hard to
yeah,
watch.
that was just bad. Black Clover is just. I do like when they go like black and white and it looks like the manga.
Yeah,
I do like when animes do that. That's kind of cool.
you can tell where they put the money at, where they're spending their money.
Yeah, but I have a second honorable mention. I have two more. I don't know if you want to go first. You go first. You go first. Other ones are going to be different.
Since we both agreed on Asta, which I had on my list as well, my second was Aaron, man, from Attack on Titan. Aaron Yeager.
So if Attack on Titan didn't end the way it did, he probably would have been my least favorite. But
That's interesting. Let me hear that. Let me hear that. Why your least?
yeah, it goes back to my Deku argument. It's just him crying like, oh, like my dad's dead, everyone's dead. Oh, I'm so useless.
Hold on. Let me cut you off, man. Look at what the man went through.
I know.
Look at what he went through. His dad died.
But look at the power he has.
His town gets ransacked with Titans, and Titans, for those who don't know about the show, Titans are these giant human-like beasts. Well, I'm not gonna say figures, but beast.
Yeah,
That eat humans in order to revert back into a human life eventually, or hopefully.
Yeah,
It's
but
pretty twisted.
yeah, but we don't know that part though.
Or do
we-
we?
No, I mean, we do now.
Speculation.
We do now, dude. How come when I type in Aaron Yeager, I don't get any good pictures? You guys are just gonna get a bad picture of Aaron. Like this is
Right,
here,
because the show is that sick, man. It's
no,
that
because
sick.
this is what he looks like all the time, just like when I'm so useless. I have this power
this is
and I
the off
can't do
guards.
anything.
This is what you call all guards, man.
Yeah, but no. His character development ended up being fantastic.
Right?
Ended up being
Right.
fantastic. It had me worried, but it ended good. I'm curious to see where it goes. I know you've been reading the manga, so don't tell anybody.
Shout out, hey, hold on. I gotta shout out my boy Derek Trong for that, man. He put me on with the manga. I was just waiting on the anime for the longest. Man. Good reads.
Yeah. So that's gonna be an interesting one.
Who's your did you have a third or a second?
Yeah, I have two more. One of them, it's hard for me to say because I'm not watching the second half of the season right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and say, and this is kind of a weird one. I don't know if you ever watched this. Sora and Shiro from No Game No Life.
You might have me on this one. Let me see.
No Game No Life. Here, let me put it up. So I like it because what a lot of people don't know, they do know. I like to gamble, and No Game No Life, and these two are the greatest gamers, gamblers of all time. Man, see, the problem you type in no one typing no game no life because there's just tons of bad ideas out here.
Right. I was gonna say, man.
Here, so this
What I'm saying, I've definitely crossed paths with this anime before. Never watched it though.
see, it's good. So like he literally so it's one of those man, it's one of those ones where he gets sucked into a game through a computer. But it's different because it's one of those he gets a message saying like, "Are you bored with life?" Like he's literally so good at this game. By the way, they play as one character, him and his sister. They play as one character, but it's both of them controlling one character.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, it's insane. Like Shiro, the sister, is like a genius like calculator. Like she can predict moves ahead of time. She knows what happens if anything happens. And Shiro can predict like 100 moves ahead of time. Like he knows if I move this piece, you're gonna do this, so I'm gonna do this. But if I do this, you do that. Like he literally will win a match before it starts.
Oh, that's sick.
And like so he gets transported to this land where everything is dealt in like gambling and games and stuff. So he meets the god of the world who's the one who brought him there, and he's like, "Yo, like welcome to my world that I built." And it gets super deeper than that. Like, hopefully there's a season 2 coming out because season 1 was super teasy. But eventually the goal is like the god there said, beat everybody and then find a way to play me. I've never lost. Like the god said, I've never lost. And Blank, who is what their team name is, has never lost either. And the whole show, man, every time you think they're going to lose, it's one of those like, nope. Shiro's like, nah, I planned for this the whole time. I can't find a good picture for you guys. Hopefully you guys is already looking it up. Everything I have on here is going to get me in trouble.
In the meantime, while you look for a decent photo, for those who are looking for a new anime to watch, if you are new to anime itself, Netflix recently just came out with a anime called Cannon Busters. Go ahead and give it a watch for me. For those who don't know,
You liked it, huh?
I thought it was pretty cool, man. At first, it was hard for me to get into.
So I'm not going to lie. I watched it because I watched a trailer for it and everybody is black.
Right, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Like everyone's black, but they don't have like hood tendencies. Like it's not like I'm not watching Boondocks. Like
Oh, yeah.
I don't have Huey.
Which, another thing too, Boondocks. Aaron McGrudon is coming back for season 5, so hopefully it'll be like somewhat similar to the first 2. I don't mean to get off topic with that, but God, how seasons 4 was terrible for the Boondocks.
Yeah, I mean I don't even remember it, to be completely honest.
That's how bad it was. It was forgettable.
And do you include Boondocks as an anime?
I personally don't. Just like Avatar, they're not. It's not Japanese, so I can't throw it in there. It takes concepts from anime. So for me personally, I don't.
So would you consider Afro Samurai anime?
You see
where I'm going with this,
right? I do. Now that's tough, man. I personally would.
I mean, that's the only picture I could find, man. That wasn't going to get me in trouble. And the reason I say that is because there's like a weird relationship between brother and sister, which is a common anime thing, right? Nothing happens, man. It's fine, but it's it gets weird at times. It's no like Bugo no Peppo Pico thing, It's not that. And for those who don't know who that is, don't look it up. And if you do, it's not my fault.
Yeah, what's that? That anime on Netflix about gambling. Wasn't it a Netflix original?
It was like Kagagari or something like that.
Yeah, that show was sick.
I tried, man.
What? You didn't like it, man?
Oh man.
I know. I guess I got into it because it was around the time I had started gambling pretty hard. Not pretty hard, but
it just doesn't. Maybe I need to watch it more. It just doesn't make sense because it looks like they're in school, and it looks like the gambling isn't actually part of the school, but it's a school of gambling.
It's weird. So the institution that they're in, I'm not even gonna call it a school because it's really not, man. This shit's fucked up. Or excuse my language, it's messed up. The school is ran on gambling itself, so you have to gamble each day. So you're just making compulsive gamblers, man. And there's a hierarchy and a status system in the school. So for those who bankrupt, you lose all your money,
and you're like a slave or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
then you get turned into a slave. It's pretty cold, man. It's pretty far out. Man. Yeah. It's different. But the bets and the risks that they make on the show is what gets you, man.
Yeah. I think I've watched like 3 episodes, and it was one of those. It's gonna be one of those animes that I treat like Soul Eater, where every once in a while I'll just watch another episode.
See,
It's gonna be one of those animes.
Soul Eater for me was a binge, man. Once I first got my hands on it, I had to finish it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, so the days I watch it, I'll watch like 3 or 4 episodes in a row, but then I won't watch it again for a couple weeks. Like, I don't know. It's just something that doesn't pull me back. Like, I'll watch a whole bunch in a day. But,
No,
you know,
I get you. I'm like that with a lot of these newer animes coming out right now. One to reference was the Air Furuta, however you pronounce that.
oh yeah, dude, Air Fruta. So you already know I got that picture. Like,
Yeah, so
I was going to talk about Air Fruta. I just put this
pick
one up because the 3 characters.
yeah, pick me up, man. Like for me, that's how I am. I'll binge. I binge watched the first 3 or 4, and I'm yet to pick it back up just to
Yeah,
continue.
that show just has really bad pacing. Like, it's literally like one episode, the main character will like stumble into that dungeon and find what's her name, the vampire chick, and then the next episode they're in love. So like, the pacing's weird, but it's good. It reminds me of Don Machi, which you won't watch for some reason.
Right. I don't know why I can't. How to pick up girls in a dungeon. I don't know why I can't just
But I call
start
it,
the show.
yeah, I call it Don Machi for that reason, man. I don't want to tell people that name.
Super long name.
Yeah, and also it's hard to like defend myself afterwards. I can't be like, "Hey, you should watch. Is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon?" And they're like, "What?
People
No,
gonna be
it
looking
is
at you
wrong to
like
pick
crazy,
up girls in
man.
the dungeon." And it's like, no,
Call if anybody randomly comes up to you and asks you that, call 911 immediately.
exactly. But like this dude right here, like I'm about to put homie right here, man. This is the dude right here.
Yeah.
That's Crane Bell, like main antagonist. He was almost on like one of my favorites. He has some work to do. He has some work to do.
Hey, you know what I'm curious, man? I know this is another off-topic question. What's the scene that stands out to you? Like from whether it doesn't matter what show of anime, what kind of, whether it be a shonen or shoujo, whether it be food, fantasy, horror. What's one scene in particular that stands out in your mind, like stands above the rest? Like it's one of your grails of a scene.
So my Grail scene is going to be actually from Boruto. And it's going to be the Naruto Sasuke Boruto versus Atosuki or
Momoshiki.
Momoshiki. Sorry, wrong one.
Yeah, they redid the fight from the movie. It was sick, man.
Yeah,
I thought
the movie fight was good, but this fight was better.
Yeah, it was animated lovely, man.
Like, because before that, my favorite fight was Guy versus Madara. Like,
to me, I don't know why, man. I can't let this scene go, man. Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance.
Yeah, man.
Dude,
you talk about that one.
I'm a Uchiha stan, man. To me, I've always said.
I mean, I got
right.
all this on my arm. Ignore my camera, guys. I have it. I don't know, man. You guys know what it is.
Yeah.
I got Itachi over here somewhere. I mean, you guys. But hey, so we're getting off topic a little bit. Do you have another MC?
For
honorable mentions?
favorite honorable mentions, right? Yeah, Soma from Shokugeki no Soma. For those that don't know, or also known by Food Wars.
Coming back in the fall.
Right, another upcoming show to keep an eye out for, man. Now this show is literally about cooking and making food.
Everyone should watch this.
One of the cleanest animated shows I've ever laid eyes on.
If the new people are gonna go out and watch this, just know that first episode after she tried the rice and explode,
yeah.
like don't worry, guys. It's a part of the show. It happens. You don't have to feel weird about it. That's just how good the food is.
Right. Let me Thank you, PJ, for the heads up, for giving them the heads up. There is fan service in this show. It's all through humor, though. At the end of the day,
it is all through humor. But it's funny, man. I mean, I don't know what season. Oh man,
right. My thing is, if food makes you do this, I want it personally.
Exactly, dude. There's a couple.
That's how food makes you feel.
Yeah, there's some websites that try to remake foods from Food Wars.
I was actually on Twitter, man, a couple of days ago, and some girl redid the ham roast that he did.
There you go, Food Wars. That's the second plate.
Yeah.
Where's Meet Me? I don't see Meet Me in that picture. That's my favorite. That's my favorite one right there.
Soma, man. Shout out Soma, man, in the front, man.
Yeah, dude, Soma. That's a good show, man. That's a really good show. It's
all these fucking shout outs, man.
Yeah, so I got one more honorable mention, and he's only honorable mention because I haven't watched the second half of the season that's out right now. But it's Naofumi from the Rising of the Shield Hero.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you brought that up.
He got the cold end of a stick like real quick, and it's also one of those animes we talk about this a lot that he gets sucked into a different world, which is like a common thing in anime. You just get sucked into a different world, but he gets sucked into a world and he becomes the shield hero, and there's like shield, sword, bow, and staff, or that talking about that green dude.
Oh yeah, I thought he was like a ninja or something like that.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, weird.
But it's like he becomes a shield hero, and then like instantly everybody hates the shield hero.
Right. I thought that was interesting, man.
But it's so cold because here it is, Rising Shield, because dude, Naofumi just gets put through the worst, dude. Like one girl claims like he raped her, and then another one says, oh, he like killed this person. Like it's just cold, dude. Like it's cold. He gets put through some stuff, man. And and he's one of those, like, he doesn't cry about it. Like, he cries about it a little bit in the beginning, and then eventually he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna do my own thing then.
Yeah, I thought it was cold too, man. Fellas, this show would teach you, man. Watch out for the ones close to you, man. They may not be quite right for you. They may try to set you up. I'll just leave that out there.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's about all I got for like MCs. I mean, I do have some more, but they're pretty much connected to like the new animes out there right now. And of course, like I think this person is gonna climb very high on my list on like top MCs. It's gonna be Tanjiro.
Oh yeah.
If you guys aren't watching Demon Slayer right now,
don't know, Demon Slayer is about the hottest thing out right now.
Yeah, except for this last episode, which I'm upset that I couldn't like sit here and geek out with you about how great the last episode was, because it wasn't.
Right. Lackluster.
But it was a setup, it was a setup for the pillars, which would be cool. We get to watch the strongest Demon Slayers. But oh man, I still got Naofumi up there. No one wants to look at him.
All right, let's put my guy Tanjiro up there, man. Let's get some water breathing going on.
I'll put up Tanjiro, and then I'll put up your favorite crybaby later.
Yeah, man. Hey, for those who watch the show, I'm gonna let you know right now, the coldest character on there, man, Zenitsu. Man, if you like lightning, you like thunder, you like fast things.
Yeah, so that's Tanjiro. Just while they're breathing.
Keep a lookout for the show, man. The plot for the show is really interesting.
Yeah. What's your favorite? Yours? What's his name? Zenitsu.
Mm-hmm.
I can't spell his name.
What's it? ZNITSUE or something like that? Like something like that.
Yeah, dude. But if everyone knows that I hate crybaby characters, there's no way anyone expected me to like this guy. Here, I'm even gonna put.
Put him. Throw up a picture when he's in the Avatar state, man.
No. I'm gonna put this picture. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. I'm not. I'm on the wrong thing. Like, this is how he looks all the time.
Hey, and I completely 110 back agree with that statement you just said, man. He looks
but it
terrible.
doesn't matter what you guys what's going on. It could be like Zenitsu. Like, what do you want for dinner? And he'd be like, oh, I don't know. And his face will come on. Any situation. Right. Hey, what time is it? Like, hey, are you hungry right now?
Let some ladies walk by, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, dude. So, what do you think of that anime so far, man?
For me, man, it's been, like I said, if anybody has siblings, watching this show definitely reaffirms like that you rock with. If you rock with your siblings, it reaffirms that feeling for the show, man. The plot in the show is really interesting. This kid who lives in like some mountain, some wilderness, look like ruins, like a town in Japan, mountainside in the snow, comes home and he sees his family has all been killed.
Oh yeah, dude, that first episode's cold.
Right, just starting off on that, you're like, what the hell? What's going on? What happened?
Yeah, but what you're talking about is Nezuko.
Yeah, his little sister Nezuko.
Yeah,
She gets turned into a demon.
yeah, and she got to bite.
Like
And she got to bite. That's cold. They make her bite on this bamboo thing the whole time, man.
his muzzle.
The little muzzle.
She must have talked a lot before.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, dude, I think that might be my favorite for like the new animes this year.
Yeah, for new shows out, it definitely is holding the crown right now, rocking with number one, man.
I mean, there's tons of other stuff. Like I just finished watching that Fire Force episode.
Right.
Uh,
How do you feel about Fire Force, man? What are we,
so
six episodes out right now?
it's weird because I think it's a really good concept of like having it to where it's like firefighters, but they're fighting fire because people are catching on fire, like
Shout
spontaneous
out to
combustion.
the SFFD.
Yeah, so like look, so like they're firefighters, but depending on what generation you are, you can either like control fire, manipulate fire, or or be a nun. I don't know what the system. Like I'm not sure about that character yet.
Oh man.
But this last episode was good. I also, I mean, no, I can't. I guess I can't say that. But
Yeah, you can't say too much, man. We don't want to spoil it for people who are new to it.
that's a good one. What do you think about Doctor Stone?
Oh, so now this is something I'm really interested in, man. Dr. Stone, Senku. Uh, I'm really liking the way the story of this show is developing. With the change of cast so early on. Because I was pretty personally for myself, I was pretty bored with the first initial characters that they started with. It felt pretty slow. But now that it's starting to pick up, man, I think it'll probably definitely be a sleeper show, one of the shows that come out and it'll start off slow and gradually build its way up. I
Yeah,
think it
it's
definitely has potential to be another like big three shonen for sure.
yeah, it's definitely one of those animes to where you can't go into it being like, oh, I'm just gonna watch the first episode
Yeah,
because the first episode is good, but I just feel like some people would just watch the first episode and be like, oh, it's too sciencey for me.
right. Let me give some context too with the show. The show is about a kid who wants to be a scientist. His goal is to reach the stars, so he's all about science. And they get trapped in this stone world somehow, some way.
Like 3,000 years in the future.
Right.
Yeah,
No humans anywhere.
or or so you think.
Right.
For those who watch, know what I'm talking about. Let's see what else. So I've been holding back this anime for a while, and I'm the one who told you to binge this. But I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about Vinland Saga, right? Because I messed myself up earlier by saying that Demon Slayer is my favorite this year because I need to see where Vinland goes because I'm telling everybody this is gonna be anime of the year. I think Amazon Prime just put out anime of the year.
That's bold, man. That's bold. We still got what 4 more months left to see what's out. That's a bold statement. I hope you back those words up and it rocks like that this whole year.
They gave Thorfinn the coldest character start.
Hey, for those who actually do have Amazon Prime, who shop on Amazon constantly, just watch the first 5 episodes.
First 4.
Let's give them the first 5 so that way they can think about what happened.
Okay. See
Watch the first 5 episodes
my homie right there.
and comment down underneath what you think about the show on our page, because I'm curious to see how people gravitate and take to this show. Because once you told me about it, I checked it out and I was blown away. I normally give anime shows I give them like a 5-episode rule. If it's something new to me, I'll watch the first 5 episodes, and if I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't, I toss it. Oh, I was hooked after that. After the 4th episode, man.
It's definitely different from other animes because it's Viking based.
Right. It's new.
It's not an anime with Japanese characters. It's an anime with white characters, Vikings, and they're cold. They're cold, man. Thor's was cold before he decided to become a good father. Which is weird to say, but
I don't know if you know this. When they were coming up with the concept for Thor's, who to mimic his athletic abilities, who to mimic off of, I was actually the concept of it before I tore my ACL.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Hey, how'd you tear your ACL? You must have been
I
doing
was play-
something real cool.
yeah, man. I was playing football, man. I was
Yeah.
out there. Yeah, I was out there playing receiver. I gave a little
Okay.
move, and it went.
All right. Yeah, we'll leave it at that, man.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Elijah is no longer an athlete, man.
No longer. Yeah. Yeah, you can say that.
Retired. Retired athlete.
But yeah, Vinland Saga, man, it's a good one. I think it's one that even people who don't really like anime that much, I think it's something to get into. I'm excited to see where Thorfinn's like character development goes because dude is crazy, man. Like I don't know if you saw it in his eyes, like that's
Yeah.
I know you don't want me to say hate, man, but that's pure hate,
See, I wouldn't even say hate.
dude. That's pure hate.
I wouldn't say hate. I say pure determinants. You know how when you're at your lowest,
Look,
you're at your lowest as a human, man. You're at that point where you just don't care. You're just focused on one goal and one goal only. You don't care about anything else going on in life.
this kid.
That wholeheartedly,
I can't even say join an army. He followed an army.
not follow. He stalked them.
Yeah, because he
7,
wanted
8, 9-year-old kid.
because he wanted to kill one person, and that dude was like, "Sure, follow me, and as soon as you do something cool in the battlefield, we'll fight." And he was like, "All right, I'm just gonna follow you on the battlefield," and literally followed and killed his enemies. Imagine being so mad that you're willing to help your enemy just so you can kill your enemy later.
That's some deep rooted hate right there.
Man, that's cold, man. That's all I know.
That must be how not Wendy's, Chick-fil-A feels about Popeyes and this new chicken sandwich that's out.
I haven't had one yet. You know,
I don't plan on it, man.
I thought about it. Today. The line looked way too long.
I don't plan on it. Why on God's good earth would I wait 45 minutes for a chicken sandwich? Now, what sense does that make? I can go home and make chicken faster than that.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Any new animes you've been watching this year? Oh yeah, Maya. Maya's just gonna crawl on the ground like we didn't see her crawl on the ground. Look at her.
Right. Shout out my girlfriend, man.
Yeah, she. Oh, just tell her hurry up and get out, man. She about to get cut anyway. So out of all these new animes you've been watching, man, which one are you the most disappointed about?
Disappointed. It's not necessarily a new anime.
I want new. Came out 2019. Maybe I'll do a winter 2018, but it has to be fairly new. 1 or 2 seasons new.
See, that's hard for me, man, because they're all so early still. It's also new.
Like as of right now, what's disappointing you right now? Like, man, I hope it gets better later.
Oh, actually, you know what? That's an easy one. Boruto, man. I know I was kind of jumping on like a little Boruto fan base theme earlier, but now, man, the way that they're starting to show the way they're grooming the show is terrible. Like if to me, they can add these fillers a lot easier in if they kind of follow the manga a bit.
Yeah, see, that's not even a new anime. I'm not even gonna correct you because it's that bad. Yeah, I think the direction Boruto went. I think I'm a little biased because I'm reading the manga, and I'm upset about how good the manga is compared to the anime. I do think they're gonna do what they did with Shippuden, where they're just doing fillers now, and then once this volume is done, they'll switch over to this arc, which is the arc everyone wants to know. Like everyone who watched the first episode of Boruto saw Kabuki and was like, "Ooh, I want to see why Konoha is destroyed," and then they're like, "Nah, we're gonna go to the spa. And we're gonna watch Miri figure out if she's like her dad or not." For 4 episodes,
we're gonna watch Boruto and his team rescue cats.
No, man, they have episodes without Boruto even in it, and it doesn't even connect. Like maybe later it connect, and like maybe next year I'll be like, "Oh dang, Elijah, I was wrong. It all connected." But I don't need to watch Miri go to the hot springs and protect this girl so she can go check out every hot springs that her dead mom wants to look at.
Right. Hey, you know what what anime show I forgot came out this year? What I was rocking with Tough when it was rolling. The time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Your audio cut out a little bit.
Not
So
if you watch.
still can't hear you. Elijah has some terrible webcam. Like, look at his face right now, man. He's just stuck.
Man, back.
The way he look right now is the way his brain feel all the time.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't really hear you. I'm just gonna keep roasting you. You look like someone decided to look up a predator list, and you kind of surprised to see your name on it. Oh, you back to normal. I was gonna keep going, but you
On
back.
my screen, how it's frozen?
Yeah,
I was saying, on
struggling.
my screen, how it's frozen? I just got you staring into the corner like a kid sneaking food when he wasn't supposed to.
And I still look better than you.
You
See, and you stuck again because your joke's so lame. Facebook was like, nah, I'm not even gonna let him say it. Oh, he really disconnected.
It's not even a joke,
Oh,
man.
there you go. I thought you were disconnected. Dude, turn your Wi-Fi off or something. Didn't
Am I
tell
still?
you?
Am I here still? Yo, PJ.
Yeah, I mean, I see you. Everyone else can hear you. Now
Hello.
now you look like a McDonald's employee that don't know the difference between a McChicken and a McDouble. With their little headset on.
Yo, am I here still?
You look like someone who worked at McDonald's for the first day and don't know how to tell people the ice cream machine don't work.
Nah, I look like somebody at T-Mobile who don't know how to sell phones.
I mean, that would just be you working at T-Mobile.
Nah. If I was at T-Mobile, I'd be trapping, man.
All right.
I'd have to start jumping.
Looks like you're
Oh,
back.
whoa!
Yeah,
Now I can
you
see.
got it.
Now I can see all the comments.
Yeah. See, now why are you gonna go look at
Yeah,
yourself
this is
on
tight.
Facebook? You just looking at yourself right now?
Yeah, I did, man. I had to cut off. I wanted to see what was going on. What was jumping.
All right. So, the anime that
The time I got reincarnated as a slime.
okay.
Have you checked it out?
Yeah, remember I told you I watched a few of them. That one's getting the Soul Eater treatment. I'm watching an episode every other week or something like that, 1 or 2. It's cool. It's funny. He's super OP, which is cool because he just eat everything because he's a slime. I'm at the part where he found out that he can transform into the one chick that had the mask, and he's just been walking around like a chick.
Oh,
That's the anime
assassin
you
chick.
like. You like the animes where people who used to be guys turn into slime and then be like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna be a girl."
Nah, that shit. Nah. See, you're trying to roast me, and it don't really work.
Here, the time I got reincarnated as a slime. I mean, even when I showed the cover, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose all credibility.
It looks terrible. No, I mean, shoot. Yeah, no, it looks terrible.
I
The
mean-
name itself is terrible too.
Yeah, I mean, here, so those are your homies right there. So y'all don't know, but like the main character is this little slime in the middle, being hugged by these two chicks. I guess that's the
Right.
thing, right? I think I
Right,
guess
he-
that's why
he
you
got-
like it, right? It's just a
he
show
got-
full of waifus.
Man. Shout out to the waifus, man. He got a roster. He got a bench, man.
Yeah,
He's the head coach. He's calling all the shots.
I don't know. I've been trying to watch Fairy Gone. Have you heard of that?
No, what's that?
I mean, you don't need to watch it. It's like 12 episodes right now. It's like a time where like this sounds so weird. When like fairies used to be like tools of war. It's like super dark. I just couldn't get through it, man. It seemed cool. The cover is dope. Like I'll show you guys the cover. Fairy Gone. Someone's probably gonna tell me later about like how it's so good and
That's how it was
I
with
should give
what's
it a
it?
chance.
Elfenlied. Have you heard of that?
The what?
Elfenlied, or was it? What is it called? It was supposed to be like a horror anime.
Horror anime?
Yeah, and this chick is just like going through literally
Wow,
killing people with
It's a
was
bad
it?
picture, but those are the main characters right there. Like, see, it looks super dark. Like, it's cool. I don't know. I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. But, anyone else does, that'd be cool. Let me know how it goes. I'm gonna wait. If it gets like 3 seasons, I'll watch it.
Hey, how do you feel about Fairy Tail, man?
So Fairy Tail is one of those where I don't really like Natsu so much, but I don't hate him. But it's also one of those you can debate that Natsu's not even the main character. That
Who
it's-
Lucy? You would debate
Lucy.
Lucy's. the main
Yeah, I
character.
mean, if you look at it from like a regular like how shows go, like Lucy's the first character we're introduced to.
Right.
Yeah, so since she's the first character to be introduced to, you know, I kind of put her as the main character. She seems to have the most character development with her learning how to use her keys and stuff, which is kind of cool. Natsu just, you know, he's just like, I just got to breathe more fire. Oh, God, I can't be gray. More fire. You know, he get that Naruto treatment where it's
Right.
like, Rasengan, that doesn't hurt me. Fine. Bigger
Bigger
Rasengan.
Rasengan,
That
right.
didn't work either. Fine. Win Rasengan. Like, it's cool. Like, that's fine. I don't know, man. How you like Fairy Tail?
I don't know. I finished it. I went through was it a couple years ago? I was bored. I had nothing else to watch, so it was just one of the shows I picked up and I just binged it. I don't know. Then I ended up reading the manga. Hunter x Hunter for me was a show that I just randomly stumbled upon and was like I struck gold with. I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah, I've watched parts of it. It was one of those when it was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on there. Everyone was telling me to watch it, so I eventually watched it. It was good, but I ran into one of those like I have so much other stuff to watch, and I have way too many people telling me that the Tower arc is the best arc. I know you told me different. Like there's better arcs out there,
Right.
but I've had a lot of people tell me that the Tower arc is the best arc, and I just finished it. So I mean, eventually I'll get through it just because like Killua is just a straight salve, man.
Lightning Godspeed, man.
Yeah, Hunter X Hunter. Yeah, he's just a code. Like, I just like the fact that he just like shows up and he just got Gon's back, like no matter what. Like, the one time he's in the tower and like that dude's trying to cheat, and he just pop up, you know, and he's
Right.
like, "I could have killed you. Don't do that again."
The
Leave."
Zetalocks.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna kill you," and he's just a little kid, like look at this kid. And also, like if you want to talk about like swaggiest characters.
Oh yeah.
Like
You
Killua
got
and Gon, man. I mean, this is a bad picture for Gon, but you know, he ain't rocking no shorts.
Right.
But Killua, man,
Right.
Killua be killing it.
My guy gone rocking them 1970s shorts, man.
Yeah, man.
Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, yeah, that's not hot.
Right, that ain't it, Chief.
He's just gonna take that off.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, so you know, some good animes out there, man. I mean, is there anything else out there you've been watching that we haven't talked about? We don't have a lot of time to talk about it, but
Right, we didn't have much, but no, I think that's pretty much it. I think we pretty much covered just about everything that we wanted to discuss.
what are you looking forward to in the fall? You see everything coming out in the fall? It's a crazy lineup, man. In the fall.
No, I haven't even checked it out yet, man.
So we got here. I'll give you a rundown. What's coming out? In the
Yeah.
fall. We got My Hero fourth season.
Right, what you know?
We got the conclusion to Sword Art Online, the Alicization.
Okay,
Yeah, that trailer looked cool. We got the fourth plate for Food Wars, like you said before.
that's what I'm waiting on.
We got the third season of Psycho Pass,
Okay,
which for me I like.
I gotta
because,
finish Psycho Pass, man. Psycho
Dude,
Pass is one of
it's-
those shows for me. I watch the first like 3 or 4 episodes
See,
and just
and-
never pick it
and
back up.
the reason I like it even more now is something I can't even say because it's a giant spoiler. But anyway, moving forward, you got Seven Deadly Sins
Right, watch. I'm
season.
definitely looking forward to that, man.
Apparently, this is supposed to be like a 30, 40 episode season.
Now, do you know if Netflix, if they're just dropping it week by week, stemcast, kind of like how they do back in Japan, or if they're just gonna just drop a whole shit ton on us?
I think they're gonna drop all of it. I hope they drop all of it. Netflix doesn't do the like we'll drop a couple episodes and let you wait.
Man, yeah, no, that's gonna be nuts. They're gonna just drop 40 episodes of Seven Deadly.
Yeah, that's gonna be cold, man. Lord, that's
That's
more,
gonna be
man.
crazy. Man, you won't catch me outside.
Yeah, and I know another one that a lot of people are excited for, but it's like Fate Grand Order. You hear about that?
Yeah, I didn't know where to start with none of the fake grants. So I haven't watched them,
Yeah,
but
but see, this one
they
is supposed
look
to be
crazy.
dude. This one is supposed to be based off of the game that came out for Fate Grand. It's supposed to be the Babylonia arc. If anyone out there plays the Fate Grand Order game, apparently it's like a really good game. I couldn't get into it. It was too much talking, a lot of text to read. and I'm just not in a point in my life where I need to play a game and read. If I want to read, I'll read. If I want to play a game, I'll play a game. But I'll do another one that it's one of those animes that's really hard for me to convince people to watch it. But I think especially people in my age group should watch High Score Girl. Second season's coming out in fall.
Shout out to all the Street Fighter gamers.
Yeah, man, like that title, they need a better title. Like I can't convince people to watch a show called High Score Girl, but it's literally about Street Fighter and Virtual Fighter and fighting games. That this kid is just addicted to arcade games, and he's just like, and you could tell this is made by like a super weeb, like someone who's just like like
real
yeah,
otaku.
because this main character, man, is just he's got no game. Besides like actual game, like he's like one of the best video game art people out there, but for some reason gets like all the girls. That's how you know it was made by a nerd.
Is there anything else besides that you're watching or that you're looking forward to coming up?
There's supposed to be like a new basketball anime coming out.
I was actually I know we're running out of time for stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it ends in Sora.
I was gonna ask you, how do you feel about sports-based anime shows, man? Like,
yeah, that's gonna be a whole episode because I got a lot to say about that one.
All right,
I think Japan is really good at telling stories.
I can attest to that.
And volleyball, they're really good at volleyball. Yeah, I think I might be the only one who like really watches haiku. But like I'm gonna throw up this picture and it's just gonna look. You can be like, "What? You're watching that? Here, this is stupid." Let me find a better picture.
iShield was a flop.
That's why I said they're really good at telling stories because iShield is a really good story, but nobody plays football in Japan.
Right. Oh, it was terrible. I can't believe I tried it out, man. I don't know what I thought.
I mean, I watched a lot of iShield, so this is haiku. It's as fantastic as that picture looks.
That says a lot.
Yeah, no, man. It's I don't know. My favorite sports anime is Ace Diamonds, and actually they have a second season that's coming out. Is out. I haven't watched it yet.
Is?
I think is out. I think it was a summer anime, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I can't do the sports animes, man. The closest thing to a sport for anime that I got into besides was it? It was a basketball one, but Hajime no Ippo, or whatever, however you pronounce that. Boxing, I don't know if people consider boxing a sport, but it's pretty tight for those.
That's also like one of the most inspirational like animes out there, man. Like, yeah, that's a good one. That's cool. We'll figure out some stuff to do in the future, man. You know,
Right.
for those who are able to stick around, man, for this first hour, man. Thank you for those even just cutting in and out, man. Huge thanks, man. I've been going back and forth, looking at the chat and live stream. That's when I'm looking over here. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, man. So this has been fun. You know, hope we keep this up going longer. Hope some people out there listening want to join us. You know, this isn't just as of right now. It's just a 2-man operation, man. But we're looking for people who I don't care what you do, man. You draw, you take pictures,
editing, music.
I don't care. I don't care what you do, man. If you got a skill, and you think that you can help us out, you're more than welcome to join along.
The more the merrier, man.
More the merrier, man. So, you know, right down here, I got our Facebook, our Instagram, the YouTube channel, which I'll put together soon. Elijah's running that Twitter. I'm running the IG. It's pretty cool, man. You know, follow us. I'm just using right now the IG for everything that I design when I'm bored. I'll be putting stuff out, so give us a follow. That'd be cool. And man, if you guys were here in the beginning, before I started, I had some plans for the end of this, but Facebook has been copywriting me on everything that I'm putting. And man, I'm a little upset.
Right, we're getting no love tonight on Facebook.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it at the end, and hopefully I can get this out before Facebook realizes I'm putting out copyright music. But this is super weird to say, and no one's gonna understand why. But I'm gonna tag Jaden Smith in every single video we do until this guy puts me on a Goku remix. I don't know if you guys know. In the past, I used to rap. I'm super proud of it. I don't care how bad it was back then.
Oh man. Oh man.
I wasn't half bad. There's people out there who probably think I was terrible, which is fine. I mean,
That's interesting.
I obviously wasn't good. I'm here doing podcasts in my living room, so I'm obviously not the greatest rapper alive. But if Jaden puts me on that Goku remix, I'm going ham.
I hope you get it, brother. I hope you get it. That'd be interesting. We can get Jaden Smith on the show and get you a feature on this song. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, man.
Let's make that happen. Let's make that happen.
Yeah, and I'm just letting you know. I'm giving this some time. You know, I'll give it a couple years.
Right.
When Jaden Smith hits me up, but I'm letting you know if he doesn't hit me up, I'm putting out a Goku remix myself. But yeah, I think for the future we'll keep doing this. I'm definitely gonna throw some merch. I hope you guys like that logo I put up there. Naruto based. I got some other logos that I made. I'm not gonna put them up because some of them are pretty trash, man. But some of them are pretty good. I like the Dragon Ball one. Dragon Ball one's pretty good. Maybe I'll put that up right now. No, I'm not gonna put it up right now. Y'all get
Right, we'll save it for later. Right, we'll save it for later.
You guys can see
man.
it on the Instagram, or if you follow us on Facebook, if you
Follow,
like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and or Twitter, and then YouTube, of course, will be put together soon. Yeah. So if you guys, again, thank you guys for coming through. If you guys would like to join us on this ride, feel free to hit us up. If you know us personally, reach out personally. If not, just message us through the page. Either me or Elijah respond, and we get it popping, man. It should be good. Yeah, we're gonna close off the podcast now, but yeah, subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us. I'm just gonna keep saying it because I know.
Right, man. We gotta beat it like a dead horse, man.
Yeah, because I'm gonna plug this like crazy. Like any of you guys know me from the past as a promoter, I'm gonna promote this. I'm gonna promote this like crazy. It's been fun, man. This is for y'all. This is for the people.
Right.
It's kind of
signing off.
Yeah, it's kind of let you guys know. Don't be ashamed to like anime, man.
Right. Be you, man. That's all this is about, man. Be you.
Be you.
Like what you like.
Like what you like. Like what you hate. I think that's
okay.
I think that's more important.
Right. I guess. Like what you hate.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna end the recording here.